everyone, it's Susan Kennedy and broadcasting live today from the Gold Coast, and really happy to be here. I've just had a few days in Newcastle, back again. I'm always travelling and doing different things, but I'm loving what I'm doing. And again, whenever I start the show, before I take my readings, I always ask Spirit for a little bit of guidance. What do I need to talk about today? Just to give some inspiration, just to give a bit of insight into how you can live and have a happier life. So I've got these beautiful new cards. They're called Mother Mary cards. And the first card that I drew, because I always draw 3, and it's about starting over. So the thing that I get at the moment is that we are in a phase, November, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, which a lot of you are, is the autumn months where the leaves fall from the trees. And here in this part of the world, it's the spring where things are coming new. But I still feel it's all about letting go. So when we're starting over, we have to be prepared to let something go so something new can come in. And this year is all about letting go. It's all about dealing with whatever we haven't dealt with so that we can get to next year, which is all about making choices, making different decisions. But this year, whatever we haven't dealt with, whatever we haven't cleared, well, now's the time to let it go and to be free. So the second card I draw is Our Lady of Passion. And this is a really beautiful card. These are cards by an Australian lady called Alana Fairchild. She does some beautiful work. Now, when I see this card, Our Lady of Passion, what I'm really drawn to is allowing yourself to find your passion, to find your creativity. So I just thought I'd share with you something that I did last week. So I went to a mandala creating workshop. Beautiful lady that I mentor down in Newcastle. She's running workshops to teach us how to create these amazing, beautiful mandalas. And a mandala is something you can create very simply, very easily. So I did a couple of them. But when you're in the act of creation, what it does, and you can see actually the reason I'm showing you these is that they're two very, very different images and pictures that start with the same basis. So the idea of a mandala is to create something that is of sacred form, and where at the beginning you really don't know what's going to happen. And there were 10 of us in the workshop, and we all came up with different, absolutely unique creations. And that's because we're all different, we're all unique. And this is for you to understand that when you allow yourself to go into your passion and do something creatively, you open up all these different neural pathways in your brain, and you allow Spirit to speak to you in different ways because you're clearer. You're not thinking logically, you're in your creative mind. And psychic work is the function of the imaginative, the feminine, and the creative. So the third thing is, interesting how the cards fall, because the next card is Our Lady of Growth Assured. And what it says is that in order, once you've decided to let go of something, once you've entered into your passion, then it's absolute that you will grow, that you will find some new life. And as you can see there in the card, she has the most beautiful baby with her. And babies always signify new life. So this is saying, once you allow yourself to get creative, and I believe that this last card is about taking a chance on yourself, taking a risk and saying, well, it's time for me to spread my wings. It's time for me to try something new. It's time for me to let go of fear. And then I can be this amazing, magnificent being that I've come here to be. And that's what we've all come here for. Is to be incredible, to be amazing, to use, to be happy. But we have to create our own happiness. And that's why I read, so I can give people guidance on how to do that. Now, I'm going to take my first caller now. So anyway, these cards, I just want to say again, Alana Fairchild here in Australia, beautiful, beautiful cards, Blue Angel Publishing. So I've got Anne-Marie in North Ayrshire, Scotland. Lovely to have someone from almost my hometown, because I grew up in the north of England, Anne-Marie. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, Susan.
That's beautiful, beautiful. How could I help you today?
Just a general reading.
Okay, beautiful. And Anne-Marie, can I, no particular area, just general for you?
Possibly work and love life.
Thought so. so. Just thought I'd check. All right. So, my sense with you at the moment is that I'm really ready to make a commitment to myself. So I'm not sure if you're already with someone, but my feeling is this is the right time for it. And are you with someone that is potentially overseas? Have you met someone?
No, I'm not with anybody, no.
Okay, well, I know that the time is right for that because this is now all about this time for opening yourself up to the potential and possibility of relationship. And I do feel that by Christmas time there will be a brand new relationship in your life, because I feel as though I'm really ready for that. You know, it's as though my focus now is there, and I feel like I've learned enough about myself because I feel as though I've been in a situation where I have been learning, and I understand more about myself. I'm more willing to speak up. What's your birthday, Anne-Marie?
23rd of October.
Yeah, 20th of October. Okay, and what year?
1967.
Okay, so that's 10, 17, 23, 24, 25, 26, 8. Yeah, because, this is all about making choices, and I just feel like I'm getting up and I'm getting ready, because if I look at everything in your life, it's new doors opening in every which way. Are you a singer as well? Do you sing?
No, just in the bar.
Well, because everything I feel around you is harmony, is music, is time to really, nurture myself. But if you were thinking of going, say, to New York for Christmas, it's like, go do it. Because I feel that there's an overseas connection with you that will come in with relationship. And because so you've just turned 50, haven't you?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because, well, in these years, in the 50, 50, I'm 56, but I know when I turned 50, life really changed, and the 0 years really are about change. But everything I'm seeing is that I have to dream about what I want. I have to bring that into my life. And you've been in a number 4 year, and 4 years can be very difficult. And for you, it is about getting out of your head. It's about getting out of the thought of how it will happen. And everything I sees another commitment. I feel that you must have been married before. Is that correct?
No, never been married.
Oh, well, because the big thing I see around you is marriage. I just see marriage. Even in the cards that I draw, it's this thing about commitment. But I also feel there is the energy of going overseas with it as well, being, traveling. So have you already got a trip planned for next year or coming up?
No, nothing at all.
Well, I'm going to say, Anne-Marie, it's time. It's time to get yourself out there. It's time to do, to actually allow yourself to have the things that you want to have. I feel that a lot of your life has been involved with making sure that you're financially okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, you haven't always paid enough attention, I guess, to yourself. But everything says time for you, time to travel, time to invest in yourself, time to take a risk, and time to really let the real Anne-Marie out, because I feel that you've been hiding away in there. And do you do this? Do you do cards for people as well?
No.
Okay, so what's your work, Anne-Marie?
Sorry?
What is your work? What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a support worker, a carer.
Carer, yeah. So, recognise that when you're in support work and you're caring, all of your energy is going into that. And this is where it's just time. The cards I draw for you, it's time. It's so the time is now. And it's as though when you hit the 0 years, massive change happens, but you have to still take action. So the feeling is, I've got to get involved in music in somehow, whether that's going to a concert or going somewhere. But I just feel music and overseas are the two things that are coming into your life that are completely left of field, but that will bring you to a place where you're connecting with other people, that you're choosing to get back out into life. you know, you're going into a number 5 year next year, and 5 years are all about freedom. They're all about fun. So this is a time where I feel as though I've got to make that commitment and do, you know, make the trip that I've been thinking about doing. Yeah, so, you know, your whole life is about making choices and about stepping into personal power. And it's that old thing that, you know, relationships don't generally just find us. We have to be in the right energy for it, and we have to take action. I just feel that this is the year for that for you. I feel I'm going to do a lot more. I'm finding my strength, and I'm getting a new vision on life. I feel you're going to do some other education as well. So there must be some part-time study that you're looking at too?
Well, it's a necessity. It will be a necessity soon for a carer to do, have certain qualifications.
Yeah, this feels more like personal though. Feels more like things that I'll do that I'll enjoy. So getting involved, you know, with some other sort of things that where you enjoy, you know, because I know that for you, it's as though your caring is great, by the way. Don't get me wrong. But I still feel there's a part of you that you haven't fulfilled yet, and that's what this time of your life is all about. It's about being curious about what else you could do, and really, because I feel time plays on your mind as well. So the card I draw for you as well, the angel card, is all about friendship. So feeling that, again, it's cultivating friendships, it's cultivating passion so that you create this new energy of relationship in your life. Again, I'm very, very drawn to music. So I just want to say to you, follow the call. Whatever comes next year or in the next few months that is, there's a concert in New York. I keep wanting to go to New York with you. So follow it, you know, and a psychic reading is telling you what's coming. So I feel right now at this point you can't see any of that. And this is opening up your vision in a way to new possibilities for yourself. And it's having the confidence as well. So I do feel that you have to, I'm seeing it's almost I've got to invest in myself now and really take some time to work out what it is that I want. Are you afraid of flying as well?
No, I'm not afraid of flying. I'm just scared of, there's lots of bombings and different stuff going on around the world. It's quite scary to go anywhere.
Yeah. So just think about that, though, in a metaphysical way. And what I mean by that is that if we're scared of what's going on in the world, it means we're also scared of what's going on in our own world. Yeah. So it's about letting go of fear, you know, investing in yourself, doing some other courses, perhaps that give you more confidence. So it might be go and join a choir or a music thing. But I just feel that you will have a lot more harmony in your life and a lot more confidence because as you let go of fear, it allows more into your life. And I really know that next year, again, it's about fun, it's about freedom, and it feels that you will, you know, find a different energy in your life next year. But you have to be prepared to do some hard work. And I know that sounds horrible, but it's the truth. None of us get anywhere without doing something differently. So I do feel that, and I feel as though I will, you know, I know that you keep thinking about these things. So allow yourself to create. Do you sew? Do you do embroidery?
No, I used to sew years I did.
Yeah, because I was just saying it's like when I'm doing these kind of things. So what I said in my talk at the beginning, get creative. When you get creative, it opens up different neural pathways in the brain, allows you to let go of the old or fears, and allows you to create something new. So I really do feel a great, great time coming for you next year, Anne-Marie. And I wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so now we have Alicia in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So from one side of the world to the other, north to south. How are you, Alicia?
How are you, Susan?
I'm very well, very well. How could I help you today?
I just saw that you were giving free readings, and I was interested.
Okay. Okay. So with the readings, generally because we've only got limited time, and obviously I'm connecting over the airwaves, usually just like a topic or something that you'd like insight into.
I just want to know if I'm going to, like, ever be, like, in a stable relationship, honestly.
Okay. All right. So, again, Alicia, could I just get your birthday, if that's okay? Full birthday?
7/31/1980.
Okay, so 10, 18, 22. So, look, my feeling is you will be. I know that there's been a lot of, that you're a very strong person, is how I feel. And I do know that there's been a lot of, you've had to really become a very strong person because of the kind of people you've been around in your life. I know that you've had to, you're very single-minded is how I see it, which is not a bad thing. But I know that your understanding of yourself is changing, and I feel that I've drawn a line with people now so that I don't have the same kind of relationships I used to have. At the moment, I feel as though there's a new path opening up for me, because everything around you is about transformation at the moment. It's about seeing yourself differently and not listening anymore. And I do feel that there's a group of people around you that always seem to give you all their troubles, seem to give you all of their problems.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And I know that where you're at the moment is you're saying, I'm going to let go of everybody else's problems and I'm going to really focus again on myself. Now, my feeling is around you as well that money will be a lot easier for you at the moment than it has been. I'm getting stronger in my energy with money.
I mean,
I know that
definitely was a little better off recently, yeah.
Yeah. But it also feels that my belief in the flow of abundance has begun, that I certainly will not now allow other people, because I feel that in the past there's been a lot of people taking from you. And this is now this whole new journey of really having strong boundaries in relationships. So my feeling is there someone that's just come into your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know at the moment, yeah. Because it has to get messed up so you can sort it out, because this is about you sorting yourself out and letting go of the way that you've done things in the past so that you don't try to fix or be controlled. There's a certain energies of control in this relationship, isn't there?
Well, yeah, actually there is. And it's not something that I'm trying to deal with, honestly.
Yeah. You know, at some point what I get is that I'm going to let go of, because I do feel as though I'm going through a transformation personally. This is you, not me. You know, I feel that you're going through this transformation and you're getting this deeper understanding of yourself, and you're recognizing that you don't have to take second best. You don't have to fix other people. And just trying to see, what do I see with this relationship? It's almost as though you know it's not what you want, but there's a fear that I won't have anything else. So as I move forward through the next couple of months, I'm releasing myself from all of the expectation that I will be alone, and I'm understanding myself in a deeper way, because I do feel I'll be cutting ties even with this relationship as well. It doesn't feel long-term to me. You understand that, don't you?
Not really. I mean, it makes sense. what I feel, yeah.
Sorry, I just didn't hear that.
I said it makes sense because that's how I feel now, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes when we meet people, and this isn't just sometimes, it's every time we meet someone, there are things that we are playing out. It's all about us learning about ourselves. And the thing I feel that what you have to learn is that you're not here to fix anyone, to be afraid of anyone, because I know that you're a very strong-minded person and that it's important for you to follow the path that you're here to follow. I know that I'm still letting go of a lot of things from the past, and that's all I can see at the moment. It feels like there's past life energy going on in this current relationship, that there's things that I just have to recognize about myself, let go of. And as I go forward, I know that I will have the relationship that I want to have. When you start to move into your own purpose and your passion, because at the moment you're still not doing that in my eyes from what I can see. Let me just see, Alicia, what's her purpose? Because I feel that you're still afraid to step into what you're really here for. So are you writing a book?
No, I should. I don't know.
Because of what I feel is there are things within you that you're not fully expressing, that it's almost as though I'm not fully being authentic with myself yet. And what I know that's coming is you're going into that sense of being more authentic with yourself. Really trusting in yourself a lot more as well. So the thing with your numbers, if I could say, Alicia, is for you it's all about learning through experience. And I know that you've had to do a lot to help other people, because I can see that in the past.
I definitely had my ex-husband was one of them.
Yeah. So this now is the time to release, let go, let go, let go, and know that you're going to keep attracting the same kind of relationships until you get that greater understanding of yourself. And that's where you're at the moment. It's saying, okay, this doesn't serve me anymore, so I'm going to learn a little bit more about myself and move into the, really your life should be about a lot of creativity, a lot of leadership. But I just feel, have you been a bit depressed as well, Alicia?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very much.
Yeah. So my thing that I would like to bring through for you is write. Allow yourself to write about what you feel. Allow yourself to write whatever's there for you to express, so that you can move through this phase. You will be in stable relationships. Again, this is about playfulness. So the theme is always the same when I do a reading. The theme at the beginning was you have to let go of the old by getting creative and doing something that you've never done before. So any little workshop that's around you that involves creativity, just to express, just to be out there, just to change the way your thought patterns are, that you will find it will shift you so that you can let go and have that transformation that's coming. I know at the moment I feel I'm afraid to step forward, and I feel like Spirit's pushing you to say, come on. I feel it's really important as well for you at the moment to pay attention to your physical health, to look at the way you view yourself. I know, have you had, you're carrying a lot of fluid at the moment in your body?
Am I carrying a lot of fluid in my body? No.
Yeah, I feel as though... No, okay. All right, because I'm feeling it energetically then, that I want to get moving, I want to get, into different things. I want to move my legs, move my body and get myself active. so that when I do this, it shifts and changes my thought patterns, and it helps the depression, and it helps my sense of myself, so that I can bring more because it's about you bringing more stability into your life, is how I see it. But beautiful, it's a beautiful year that you're going into next year, because you're going into a number 3 year. So that will be all about taking different action, pampering yourself. You know, you're a great show person is what I see, that you have a great personality. And I just feel that I have to step into that, into my sense of there's a theatrical side to you. There's a side that likes to entertain. And I feel as though I need to step more into that. Does that make sense for you?
I mean, I don't really like to entertain, but I always like to I guess I do. I make people laugh. I'm a very personable person, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So again, you know, with the relationship at the moment, use it as a learning curve. How can I learn more about myself? I do feel it's about boundaries.
Well, what do you think
I feel it's about saying, I'm not going to...
How much longer do you think that how long do you think it's going to go on for?
Well, that's your call. So that's the thing of, you know, I just feel that for you, this is about you deciding what you really want. I do see a new journey beginning. I do feel by the end of the month, you'll probably have made a big decision about that, because right now you're in this process of transforming and deciding more about your life. So look, that's the end of the show. I'm really sorry to have to cut you off like that, but I wish you well. And I'd say by Thanksgiving, you'll have a lot to celebrate, because the card is about celebration. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, everyone. See you next week on Living and Loving Life.